Quill is a window into the processes of negotiation that crafted some of the key legal texts of the modern world. From the writing of the Constitution of the United States to the hard-fought compromises of the Good Friday Agreement, the project's groundbreaking analysis and digital tools shed new light on defining moments and facilitate the research and education that will ensure coming generations prize the documents that continue to underpin democracy and peace and guarantee many of our rights and freedoms.
I'm Nicholas Cole. I'm a Senior Research Fellow at Pembroke College and Director of the Quill Project. I think the first idea for it I had over dinner with some computer scientists as an undergraduate. In computer science, people had put a lot of energy into thinking about how computer programs might be written by groups of people. And I thought, well, would it be interesting to apply some of those techniques to the study of how legal texts come into being and take seriously the idea that these are multi-authored texts and probably need some quite complicated tools to enable different audiences to understand the process of writing a legal text.
At the heart of Quill is a timeline of the negotiation, which tracks all the different meetings that took place between different individuals and parties over the course of the negotiation of that particular document. So if we take the example of the Downing Street Declaration, the model begins with early drafts of the document as they were conceived of by people like John Hume and Father Reid and Jerry Adams right back in the 1980s, and then moves through into the intense period of negotiation and revision that took place in the weeks running up to the publication of the document by the two governments in December 1993. We also have cutting-edge digital tools that will help users to explore those documents and to trace the origins of particular phrases and to better understand how the final text was negotiated over time.
I suppose most of our work concerns making it easy to understand how a particular text has come into being, making sense of what those discussions meant in terms of the literal changes at any time to the text.
Rather than just kind of seeing the finished statement, seeing all the drafts and the redrafts taking place over time and being done by all the civil servants, and then the different input through different people, and starting to get a sense almost of people's personality from the kind of comments they leave in the margins. I think that really made me kind of see things in a different light.
The documentary editor uses the collections of material and primary sources that we've gathered into Quill and enters in each proposed amendment to the text as it's made in the course of the meetings that we've modelled. Users will be able to see the document take shape line by line. They will be able to see the state of the document at any particular point in time and therefore understand what impact any proposed revision to the text might have. That will help them to get a better sense of the compromises and negotiations which are at the heart of that document, which allowed often competing parties to come to a position where they could agree a final text. And it also will give a better understanding and insight into the full range of people involved, the whole sort of constellation of actors involved in agreeing this kind of text.
Having common standards on the projects allows us to compare those projects. So one of the things that people are interested in sometimes when they come to Quill is comparative constitutional law. So how are different conventions writing constitutions, maybe at the same or different points in time. So Quill allows us to compare documents that are being written in different places for different people, and having common standards in how we model those different documents allows us to compare them so that researchers can find similarities or differences between them.
We try and serve the needs of a very broad range of audiences, people trying to teach the history of constitutional law through to people who have a particular research question, either because of their job as a lawyer in some way or their job as a university level researcher. Each project might prompt new research questions, and that will need new visualizations to be developed, new search tools to be developed, new ways to think about how the data is interrogated.